The hater returns. I'm back. I know what you're thinking. Didn't you say we were putting this to rest? Look, the hater, the title is over. But to officially retire that title, I've got to let y'all know what I'm thinking, man. Because I did a piss poor job at the end of volume 11. Much to my surprise. Unfortunately. Man, I was sitting there editing that like, when am I gonna mention surely it's coming up. I talked about like 2 things for like 40 minutes. So look, I decided, let me do this the right way, okay? I'm gonna preface this video, this review, by saying that everything you saw in those videos was fake. Cause I'm like, you know, nothing new. It's 12:25 a.m. I think I posted that video like 5 days ago, but I recorded it 15 days ago. I'm talking about volume 11, by the way. This you should be seeing way sooner than, you know, a week and a half or 2 weeks after I recorded, you know. This is just the final, I don't want to say nail in the coffin because isn't that supposed to be like a bad thing? Anyway, oh shit, I almost forgot to actually say what I was, my goofy ass. Let me preface this review by saying everything that you saw in the reactions. I already mentioned what time it is, so, you know, I'm not even gonna get into, you know, actually, yes I will. Chainsaw Man fan base, y'all some geniuses, huh? Damn, why is it so hard for you to understand that there are people that are experiencing the story for the first time? Of course, not everything is gonna jump out on the pages. But as you can see from the volume 9 video and volume 10 video, after I have some time to let that stuff settle, you know, thoughts begin to accumulate in my brain. And then you get, you know, 9 to 13 minute intros. So instead of letting everything be scattered and whatnot, I started on my phone writing down bullet points that I want to, but that wasn't good enough because it was still kind of like at random when I was kind of just, you know, a thought came to my head and I'm like, okay, let me just, I went ahead and I typed it up on a computer. So I got 3 full pages of stuff I want to talk about. Let us begin. Characters. We're going to start with DENJI. He begins the story as an insufferable, ignorant teenager that's kind of has almost no concept of life and definitely no concept of normal life. His parents are dead, his life is trash, and the only existing glimpse of happiness that he has is Pochita and their time spent together. Now, basically the plot of the story is him learning how to be normal. You know, what is life about, right? So you got the 2 little pups that come together, you know, little Chainsaw Man in baby puppy form. And then you got DENJI, you know, the dog all his life. Not the good dog. No, the slave. First he's a dog for the Yakuza. Obviously they're gone, or, you know, the zombie right? Then Makima comes through, boom. What happens? Now he's her dog. But it's okay because he got a bed and he got meals. And he getting attention from Makima. Ain't never got, she being nice. Even though she talking about Sensei Wolf, he happily obliged. Now seeing that shit is ass. Why would I want to see it? Why would I want to see that? That's the reaction part. I'm not saying, oh, that's poorly written, he shouldn't wolf. I'm saying, why the fuck would I want to see my main character do that shit? Not my main character. But like I said, all of that, you know what I'm saying, it was cool to him. I mean, he was at anything goes, you know what I'm saying? He was eating, oh man, I gotta stop saying that. But he was eating sliced bread. Bro, the beginning didn't even make sense because he was like, bro, there was something that he was like, oh yes, this will last us. I can't even remember at this point, but like, bro, his life was so ass. But like, he really was happy with Pochita. I can't remember at what point, but you know, he pondered like, you know, am I wrong for wishing for more than just being with Pochita? Was that when he was dead, or like when he got chopped up, or when he was coming back? Anyway, he dreamed of a good normal life, right? wanted breakfast. Makima came through. She was like, shit, be my pet. You get breakfast. He was like, bet. I'm in. Then he goes through his goals, right? So at first it was, you know, when he was telling Pochita his dream and whatnot, just the whole date and hanging out and all that shit, right? I can't really remember exactly if the first goal was a hug, but regardless, he was like, hug me. Boom. Got that. Titty. I want titty. That's goal number 1/2. Goal number 2, kiss. Goal number 3, the blank check from Makima. So each of these goals come with a lesson that he learns. Lesson number 1, the titty high dropped immediately. Shit was over and he was like, it's over? That's it? Really? That's when he all in zombie mode in Makima office like, shit. She like, what's wrong? And he like, shit, like, maybe the chase better than the reward type shit. And then that's when Makima freak ass is like, oh, the experience is better when you know your partner. I remember it, you know, all that shit, right? So then you got number 2, you got the kiss, right? So she was saying that, and then she was like, all right, look, you get rid of the gun devil, boom, I give you any wish. And he's like, we can. And she like, shit, anything, shit, whatever you want. So lesson 2, you know, then you got Himeno, weird freak ass weirdo, predator ass. She pull up, she all over Kobeni. Yeah, she had issues, but we gonna get to her. But yeah, she tried to tempt him with a kiss on the cheek, and he was like, I don't want that shit. Makima about to give me whatever I want if I get this gun, whoever, right? I got my motivation. And she was like, what if I sneak a little tongue in there type shit. And then she was like, okay. So fast forward, you know, they all hanging out at the spot. And yeah, then he gets soup from the bowl of Himeno's mouth. And he swallows the soup. So then he outside and he like, man, so like every girl I interact with now, like, am I just gonna like taste barf? Cause I feel like that's gonna be the case. And the Makima's like, oh, here's a lollipop. Oh my gosh, indirect kiss. And then DENJI like, shit, Makima, thank you. And he keeps the lollipop. Like I said, he put that lollipop in his pocket like Luffy do meat. That sounded a little strange, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pause that. But still, man. You know what I'm saying? So don't know how Himeno drunk ass got DENJI. That don't even make sense. How did Himeno get, first of all, where is her place? And then it looked like they had she was like in a penthouse or something, or I don't know, but she was high up. Yeah, not a penthouse, but she was high up. What? Cause she was drunk. DENJI didn't drink. And if you want to say he got drunk off of her barf, that doesn't make sense because then he immediately barfed it up too. So, how did he end up at her place? Especially, like I said, because she was drunk. But anyway, she was there. Then she got weird. He was like, yeah, hell nah, I'm saving myself from Makima. Boom, go back to the lollipop. He had that shit in his pocket. It's a metaphor for how he always carrying Makima in his thoughts. He was carrying that lollipop in his pocket. So lesson 1 was kind of like, you know, the chase might be better than the reward. Lesson 2 was, lesson 2 wasn't really much of a lesson, but more of a, well, I mean, it was a lesson. He learned how to, I mean, he was thinking negatively and then Makima came in and then he was thinking positively. And like I said, you know, the lollipop, boom, now, boom, she done made her way into his brain already. Like nested in there though. Like she was already there, like, oh yeah, this is a nice place you got here. But then, you know, now she like chilling in there, kicking her feet back. Lesson 3, way far ahead, I know, but having a conscience is mentally draining. Can I be your dog? Even though I already am your dog. I've been your dog this whole time. This blank check you gave me, I could have anything in the world, but I just want to stop thinking. Like, damn. he was going through it. He could have asked for anything in the world, like I said. But he decided to ask to be her obedient pet, which he literally already was. Once again, like I literally just said the entire story. But on the bright side, look, there's development because at least he didn't want to fight. You know, there's clear character development in Denji throughout the story. I mean, that's, like I said, you know, that's literally the plot of the story. And I think I said it in one of the early volumes too. It's kind of, the story is about, like, you know, this young man growing up and learning how to live a normal life, you know, and disguised as a battle shonen, which that was kind of my impression after, like, what, 3 or 4 volumes. Shit, I don't even know, you know, how strong that, I don't even know how strong that disguise is, to be honest. But yeah, you know, clear character development throughout the story. So he began doing things in order to gain things in return. For instance, you know, power. Okay, well, I'm gonna go save your pet, then you gotta let me touch your titty. And then he defeated the Infinity Devil so he could get the kiss from Himeno. And then he was going after the Gun Devil, you know what I'm saying, so he could get that cash in with Makima. But, you know, regardless, eventually he stopped doing that. But he went from not caring about others, you know, he literally, during the Bad Devil fight, he threw a car with a dude in it. Then he went to connecting with power through the similarities that they both had with Miyawi and Pochita. Then there was Himeno's death. He's like, shoot, damn, like, okay, well, we kind of just, like, became friends, but I don't really feel bad. So, like, am I a bad person? Do I have a heart? Then you get the Katana Man talking about killing, oh, you can sleep at night killing zombies, whatever. He stupid ass. But anyway, that shit stuck with Denji. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he had that, how can you sleep at night? Blah, 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 right? Then he saved a person on the train. Boom, already going from, wait, you know what I'm saying? You just threw a car with a dude in it not too long ago. Well, we move forward, and then after his little movie date with Makima, the chapter afterwards, he's like, oh, I can do this because I have a heart. I can do this because I have a heart. But like I said, you know, he was just, you know, when Himeno died, he was like, damn, do I have a heart? So now he's all excited because he's like, shit, I do have a heart. Let's go. And then he goes from that to, you know, when Reese was blowing up the city. And then he finally got up out the car. He was like, I can't let anyone else die. Well, I can't remember exactly what the quote was, but he said he wasn't fighting with no more deaths. He was not standing on business, though. Like, you know, I see the vision. He wasn't, I mean, I guess he was standing on business, but like he slipped or something, bro. Fast forward to, you know, the doll devil and all that, Santa Claus and da-da-da. Then all of a sudden, you know, he's like, this the cheap trick that villains use, but it was working on him. Now all of a sudden he can't destroy / kill whatever dolls that look like humans, even though it's, you know, kind of my whole argument with the, you know, with people in zombie apocalypse situations where it's like, bro, like, literally a chunk of their head is missing. Like, that person is not whoever you looking at them as anymore. Hit them. You know, but he started running. He learns that ignorance is bliss. You know, because he mentioned, he was like, man, what if, you know, I guess those assassins probably had their, you know, their own reasons for coming after me, huh? And I think that's the moment where Quan Chi was like, yeah, man, don't think about that shit, man. And, you know, because it's like, yeah, bro, you literally can't sit there and think, dang, like, what are they attacking me for? Like, what did they really need it? Because it's like, you know, imagine someone break into your house and then y'all both got each other at gunpoint. Obviously, you the defender. And then you standing there like, damn, like, what are they going through for them to break into? Boom. Now you dead. Because you thinking about, like, shoot them. Like, you know, no thinking. They coming for you, they attacking you, it's up for them. But yeah, so the ignorance is bliss, you know, that just goes back to lesson 3, which the lesson was, you know, having a consciousness, whatever, you know, humanity, moral compass, standpoint, and, you know, perspective, all that stuff. It can be mentally draining, you know, it's tough because, and yeah, he's like, dang, like, you know, I don't know, there could have been a better way, but I'm dumb. So, like, you're smart, right? So, like, let me just be your dog. But, you know, that way, if you got someone telling you to do something, he don't gotta think about it. He can just do it. So then all of that growth is kind of slain, or at least temporarily slain, by Makima, because now boom, he regresses. I mean, you know, with that being the main regression, he like all of that progress, and then he's just like, you know what? Yeah, let me just go back to taking orders, just like when I was back with the Yakuza. And then not to mention, you know, he used his brain here and there. You know, he started using his brain in combat and whatnot. I would have liked to see that a little bit more, but I mean, well, no. Well, actually, I'm thinking about it a little too quickly. He definitely did switch it up a lot. It was kind of only at the end where he was kind of just swinging at Makima, even though, you know, even that was part of the plan, because finesse the goofy. But yeah, so, you know, he somewhat achieved his dream. You know, he had a place to live, he had a bed to sleep in, he was getting good grub. Aki was chefing up. You know, Aki was cooking right, you know, getting right in the kitchen and whatnot. So the dream was somewhat achieved, and then the goals reset. Now there's a cycle. Now he's talking about, you know, he in the bunker, and he's talking about basically rehashing all of his dreams, but at a larger quantity or quality, or both. Honestly, both. You know, instead of toast and jam, I want steak, which is like, damn, we can't go to pancakes. Like, what the fuck, steak? Damn, my goodness. But yeah, and then what was the next one? Was it the girlfriends? I guess he was like, shit, I don't want one girl, I want 5. Wait, no, shit, I want 10. So, you know, it's kind of just like, I mean, it kind of makes sense. I mean, I guess, you know, maybe, I mean, me personally, like, I just want one. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need. But I guess at some point in life, it wouldn't be too odd for him to kind of be like, shit, look at her, shit, look at her, shit. Like, shit, I can't choose. I kind of want, like, all 3 of y'all, like, you know. And then say that were the case, you know, then cheating would be involved and whatnot. And which is, you know, a normal part of life as well, which, you know, unfortunate, but, you know. But yeah, so basically, boom, you know, snap back to whatever, bites the dust, and boom, now we rewind it, and is basically the beginning again. And then that goes back to, I think in the first episode / chapter, there was some point where he was like, no, yeah, it had to be the first chapter, because, you know, he was talking about the people in the Yakuza, and he was like, you know, I guess they wanted more than what they had too, you know, in oh shit, I'm doing it again, you know, but in terms of, I guess, wanting the zombie devil's power, I don't know, man. But anyway, basically, you know, I'm saying that was mentioned, you know, so far. Oh my gosh, it's just natural. It's just natural. But it happened so far in the beginning of the story. And then you get to the end of the part. I don't want to go ahead of myself because I'm trying to stay on topic with characters and whatnot. But when you get to the end of the part, I do like how, I mean, in literally everything cycled. Denji's dreams reset. We saw the zombie devil again. The dumpster again, you know, crawling in the dumpster, you know, half dead or dead, almost dead, whatever. It was literally like everything that we saw in the beginning, boom, 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 we started seeing at the end. That's it on Denji for now. There's certain development points that, you know, that I will touch base on later, you know, when I talk about other things. I know I just say, you know, again. I'm going to just call it out every time that I notice that I say it, and, you know, maybe it'll help me stop saying it. So the next character is HIMENO. And I know you're wondering, why HIMENO? It's short. It's real short, but this could not go unchecked. I had to mention this. She was an indirect victim of Makima. She was jealous. You know, Makima had everyone under her spell control. That, oh, everyone loves Makima, which I didn't even think about this while I was, you know, putting these notes down, but she said it. Everyone loves Makima. Yeah. And it's like, shoot, well, so How much of that was real and how much of that was fake? We know Aki the whole time was fake. So whatever Himeno was referring to must have been fake as well. Especially at the end, you know, we see, yeah, I said it again. We see all of those characters like, I love Makima. Oh, we get to go on a date, you know, right? But yeah, I am assuming that her jealousy of Makima, and obviously not only did everybody like Makima, but her Aki liked Makima. And so she was lashing out. She was doing whatever. He said, yeah. Oh, you don't know. Yeah, she kissed that. She done kissed everybody here, you know. Yeah, so like it's bound to happen. Okay. And I would assume there's some type of twisted, oh, I'm doing this for attention for Aki. You know, shit. Trying to make him jealous, maybe. Obviously, that shit don't work at all. Trying to get his attention, that shit don't work at all. And then, you know, she go on a drunken binge with Denji. Don't even have to explain that. But she all out of sorts because Makima is controlling what she need, what she want. But now Himeno, she was concerned. This is where it gets really good, right? She was concerned about someone else's life and lost her life because of it. Now you fast forward to that ignorance is bliss from Quan Chi, and I know, you know, she didn't create that quote. That's just a quote, but I'm just quoting her from the story because we talking about the story. Ignorance is bliss, and then you connect it to how she said that in response to, if I'm remembering correctly, Denji talking about, man, I wonder what, you know, they probably had reasons, the assassins probably had reasons for coming after me. Ignorance is bliss, aka mind your damn business. Who cares? Whatever they got going on don't matter. Don't worry about it. Now, if she would have done that, she would still be alive. But she didn't do that. And instead, she tried to, Aki, and she died because of it. She tried so hard to pull someone else out of danger that she sacrificed herself for it. She gave her all for Aki. She chased after something for so long that it got her killed. That something being Aki. Now, the thing that makes Himeno an important piece to shine the light on is because literally her entire role is a precursor to Aki's future development and his future actions, what he ends up doing in the future. He literally ends up following all of that. So now we're moving on to Aki. He joined public safety because the gun devil killed his family. A lot of people join public safety because of the gun devil. They weren't trying to kill the gun devil. They were just like, shit, well, you know, I'm going to do my part. I'm going to do what I can do. Aki crazy ass was like, I'm going to kill you. But that's about as realistic as running outside and yelling at a hurricane, I'm going to exact my revenge on you. Like, bro, like 1.2 million people in 5 minutes. What you going to do, Aki? Let's be real. And I think the very first time I saw it, which, you know, would be in the anime when he was, you know, when he gave Denji the axe and he told him to kill the devil or whoever was in it. Was it a fiend? I can't remember. But he was like, you want to be friends with devils? Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to be friends with devils. I want them to suffer. I want to see them suffer. Blah, blah. And it was like, okay, dude, you sound a little crazy. But I was just thinking about it, like yesterday, and I was like, why was that my reaction? And I'm pretty sure I said that when I read too. Bro, when it comes to revenge, give me it. Give it to me. So yeah, I was thinking about it, I'm like, shit, no, that's not crazy. I mean, it is. I mean, I guess it is crazy, but like, it's not. Like, it sounds crazy, but like, I'd be in the same boat for real. I'd be like, like whatever we doing, like I don't want to just oh devil boom, I want I'm he was spitting. But anyway, moving on. Aki had plenty of signs. He was given plenty of signs and warnings to get the fuck out of there. You know, like this ain't what you want. You know what I'm saying? So first of all, when he first met Denji and he whooped his ass in the back alley, He told him about, oh yeah, you're probably here because you wanna. Did he mention Makima or did he mention the Gun Devil? I can't remember. But anyway, regardless, he mentioned either people joined public safety and a bunch of them died, or I think he was saying they died with. Okay, so I fucked up in the notes because I think he was saying they all died because they didn't have any conviction or ambition and shit like that. Which also I forgot to mention when I was talking about DENJI. Also, there was that part where he was like, I'm not just living for me, because Pochita was inside him. But anyway, I digress. Regardless, he himself recounted how many people died before, DENJI joined, and even in the midst of just in general, with public safety, Himeno's endless attempts to pull him away. That boy was stubborn. I mean, like, he was on A. I saluted. That boy was locked in. He was locked in. Now, if Himeno wasn't a smoker, shit, she might have been able to pull me out. Shit. But cigarettes are fucking disgusting. So I would have been just like Aki, like, nah, I'm cool. I'm gonna stay here. And them shit's gonna rot your bones, by the way. Yeah, but yeah, I'm not going to the public sector. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Okay. She kept trying, kept pulling. Then her death was another sign, because it's like, ooh, shit getting serious. Boom. What was the cause of her death? Well, what led to her death? A gun. A mere gun. Now, a gun is not a mere anything. It's not a mere tool when it comes to, in general, just speaking in general. But compared to the Gun Devil, yeah, it's like you want to fight the Gun Devil, but y'all just lost to a gun. Like, boy, you are not built for this, bro. So not only is it ironic that she basically got, even though she sacrificed herself, she was going to die anyway, which is obviously why she was like, okay, well, shit, here we go. So not only is there irony in that, but then just that reason for Himeno's death is two reasons for him. Because like I said, once again, number one is the irony, being killed by a gun. And then number two, he lost the one person that fucking cared about him. Like, for real. Like, genuinely cared about him. And was trying to do what was best for him. And he just completely ignored it. Until it was too late. And then it's like, shit, well, now she's gone. His arsenal was extremely limited. He was a degular guy, bro. With the nail sword. And then once again, to attest my previous statement, Himeno was like, I get it. Infinity Devil. Like, shit never ended, right? Like, infinity. But still, he was like, okay, I'm gonna use the sword. Bro, you want to go up against the gun? He did say, he saying like he need people strong enough, but still, regardless, yeah. And it's crazy because the more you talk about it, the more you really think about it, the more it's like, and even watching, it's like, people try to tell him, like, which is my next bullet point. Kuros was like, yeah, Tendo and I got into this shit because the Gun Devil, like most people. But, we not trying to fight the Gun Devil. Is you stupid? Like, bro, you are not no hero. You're not the hero of this manga. You know what I'm saying? This ain't manga. You're not the hero of it. He basically told him, you ain't shit, buddy. You are not that guy. And he indeed was not that guy, as we see. He literally went to hell. Like, he literally went to hell. And, even though what they faced there is supposedly worse than the Gun Devil, that should just be a taste. It's not like, oh man, well, we went through this, so the Gun Devil's gonna be a piece of cake. And he lost an arm too, by the way. So, it's just like, and then finally, he couldn't handle death. He was a crier. He would cry for people. He didn't like seeing people die. So, to the point where the very devils that he ain't fuck with, he ain't want to be friends with, saved his life just because he couldn't take it anymore. So how you gonna fight the Gun Devil when, yeah, like, come on, bro. All signs point to get the fuck out of there, dude. Now, remember what I said about Himeno? Boom. Let's start putting them same pieces in the Aki. Oh, wow, look how this fits. He tried so hard to pull others out. and died because of it. He tried so hard to pull others out of danger that he sacrificed himself. He ended up giving his all, even though he got finessed. He ended up giving his all for Denji and power. Oh, I'm gonna take that. You know, this from Himeno. Himeno, let me borrow this. You don't mind if I borrow this, right? Boom. We gonna put this in Aki's heart. Oh wow, look at that. Same piece. It fits. He chased after something. The Gun Devil. He chased after the Gun Devil for so long that he lost his life. Just like Himeno chased after Aki for so long that she lost her life. The chase is what ended up getting them killed. Now in Aki's case, tragic. Like I said, he became the very thing he sought to destroy. I mean, that's just, you can't get more poetic than that, man. But like, he literally became it. Like, that shit, man. Shit. Remember what Kuro said? You're not the hero of some manga? Or whatever the quote was. Yeah. You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. I guess, you know, that shit was kind of jumbled, like kind of balled into, that sentence was kind of compiled into a ball, and, you know, and then the outcome was the worst. Cause yeah, he died, but technically wasn't dead yet, and then became basically the Gun Devil. He became the Gun Fiend. And somehow, I guess, you know, like I said, I guess Makima implanted some type of genjutsu in him to have him control the body, so that he was seeing snowball fight with damn, let me take a drink of water, with a bunch of people, and he was like he was killing people, and he didn't want to see people dying. What happens? He ends up being the thing that kills people. Now he didn't see it because in his mind, snowball fight, well, but it's just like, damn, that's just sad. He couldn't handle seeing people die. That would cause him to always cry. But then he got turned into the Gun Fiend, and now he's smiling while he's killing people. Crazy contrast, crazy flip. He told Denji, you can't become friends with a devil. Denji wasn't 100% devil, but he wasn't 100% human. So now his devil man friend had to kill him. And Aki was a devil man as well. Couldn't be friends with him. Had to get him up out the way. Unless there was another way. But Denji said he was too stupid to figure it out. Shit, Denji. I guess in this case, hold on, I guess in this case, you know, we in the same boat. Shit, I must be, well, according to some of the comments, shit, I am stupid. But yeah, that's Aki. I mean, that beautifully written character. Best written character in the story for me so far. Simply because of the fact that, well, I mean, you know, his character is complete. You know what I'm saying? We saw the beginning. We even saw some of the past. Well, no, we saw a lot of it. We saw his whole life, you know, and his entire character. And that came to a conclusion. So, you know, I'm sure eventually Denji might, you know, maybe Denji might overtake him. Oh no, I mean, yeah, because, you know, ain't no telling how many parts this is gonna be in. He's already kind of like neck and neck with him. So, but yeah, Aki, best character, best written character. Now we move on to the last character. Your favorite, Makima. Also, I know we're way deep into the video, but I guess, you know, I should mention this eventually at some point, right? I'm kind of just mentioning things that stuck out to me, obviously. Like I said, I'm not going through every single volume and every single little itty bitty detail of the story, but you know what I'm saying? Makima, Chainsaw Man, fan base favorite character for whatever reason. And I don't just mean like, oh wow, she's so well written. No, like, y'all actually fuck with her. It's weird. It's weird. It's just weird. I diss Denji, oh, I'm being too hard on him. But then I say fuck Makima for manipulating Denji, and it's oh, get off Makima. And it's like, well, damn, well, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, it's fuck Makima so Denji can, you know what I'm saying, live a better life. But anyway, let me go ahead and get into Makima, the control devil, right? So she was a fan of Chainsaw Man the whole time, which explains a lot of her actions. She could only control those she saw beneath her, and she did not see Chainsaw Man as beneath her. She was, once again, a fan. And so, kind of explains, you know, some instances here and there, because, yeah, it's like, damn, she was really fanned out, especially at the end of chapter 39. Her being a fan of Chainsaw Man explains, I guess, the intimate actions and you know, mainly hugs, but you know, those moments of sort of intimacy between her and Denji / Chainsaw, Pochita, all that, right? So the hug upon first encounter, that makes sense, because, you know, off rip, when I saw that, I'm like, he was like, hug me, which, you know, I mean, yeah, that was a part of his dream, his wish, whatever, and he was exhausted. Whatever, it don't really matter why he said that, right? I mean, we don't need an explanation for Denji, at least at that point anyway, right? But her just being like, and hugging him, I'm like, what the hell? Sus. Already. Boom, that's strike one on you. Oh, and you just pulled up. But anyway, there was that. And now, you know, I might be reaching with the, you know, the boob grab, the finger bite. But I'm just saying, though, she was a fan. So, because we see at the end, when she ripped that shit out, she was like, oh, we're gonna, I can't remember exactly what she said, but I know she said sleep together. I know she said that much. Did she say eat together? Maybe she said that. Spend time together, whatever, right? But she was like, oh my God, fanned out, right? So I just imagine, you know, all that stuff. And like Denji said, She wasn't looking at me the whole time. She ain't even see me. I know that's not funny, but then you got the indirect kiss. Here, have my lollipop. I mean, like she was snapping him back to reality and getting him under control without using her power. But at the same time, in the same sense, you could be like, damn, she was like, yeah, like. It's like, imagine like it's like some Disney Channel shit where the girls in school, like a celebrity comes through, and then it's like, imagine he was like, the celebrity was like, damn, I wish I had some candy, and she, take my lollipop, and he's like, thanks. She was fanned out, man. But then you got the all day, all night date with Makima in chapter 39. Saw a whole bunch of movies, like what the. So she was spending time with Chainsaw Man. That's what she was doing. And then at the end of the night, when she kind of low key hugged him and, you know, listened to his heartbeat, she was like, yeah, my idol is in there. So yeah, it's, you know, I love when you get to the end of something and things start to make sense, or make even more sense, because it's not like none of that made sense, but chapter 39 was definitely the most like shrouded in mystery. Like, what was the whole point of this truly? Even though, like I said, in chapter 40, now he all giddy and upbeat, like, I have a heart. I can do this because I have a heart. But obviously, all of that, just for that, it seemed like, there's a little bit more to it. And now, yeah, once you get to the end, there definitely was more to it. So apparently she wanted to form equal bonds with people, right? Equal relationships. Okay. Pochita says she ain't had family. She ain't ever had hugs. She was too strong. She could only get what she wanted through fear. But the fact that she basically never had love, that explains the family outings, or, you know, there was just one, you know, everyone at the bar though. Oh, Makima's paying, which goes back to, you know, when she was talking to the Yakuza Papa, and he was talking about, oh yeah, they made these deals for, what was it, 20,000 yen? What would a devil do with money? I've been called that shit out. Oh yeah, Makima, didn't you just pay for all them drinks? You pay for everyone there, huh? You must be loaded. But anyway, there's the outing. You know, she's like, oh, fellowship. Hey guys, I'm here. And everybody loves Makima, Himeno was saying. That explains why she's like, do you guys want to go? We're gonna, let's go, Like, there were multiple times where she was like, yeah, should we go? It's like, don't she got work to do or something? Like, why are you trying to hang out? Like, you wanted a squad. No, this is a trio. This is a trio, not a, yeah, no. Not a trio plus Makima. Hell no. Get your ass out of here, man. You not one of us. You not in the club. And then, you know, obviously the hug scenarios as well. You know, you got the first hug. I mean, how many were there? Like 2? You got the first hug and then the heartbeat listening thing. But regardless, you know, she was cheating. She was, hey, in her mind, it's like, shit, I'm so close. Like, I'm really about to really be hugging you for real. Now, what I got from that ending was that in chapter 39, the chapter titled Tearjerker, when they were on a date watching all the movies and the final one hit, they both cried. I was saying, did she just, you know, like fake cry or, you know, whatever, and somehow link that to make Denji cry and then have him think about, you know, it's like all the logical gymnastics I was trying to do to make sense of what was going on. But now at the end, I am assuming that those tears were real. And it's because, I mean, like I said, the movie seemed like it was like a parent and a child either reuniting or saying goodbye. Which now, if using this for my point, then I guess, you know, it would be a reunion. And to that point, you know, just real quick, hey Denji, you get to come back for a second. Like I said, I couldn't tell if it was a woman or if it was a father, but it looked like, you know, like I said, parent and child. And yeah, Denji killed his dad, so we know that. So now, like, he crying and he like, wait, what the fuck? Why am I crying? But yeah, her objective of creating a perfect world for humans or whatever, aka erasing the other 3 horsemen, which I didn't, you know, I've heard of Horsemen of the Apocalypse before, but I've only heard of the term and I've never looked into what it actually was. Probably heard it total of like 3 or 4 times in my lifetime. So yeah, I had no idea what that shit was while it was, you know, until after I finished reading part 1. Regardless, she said, oh yeah, I'm gonna get rid of war, death, and famine. You know, the chainsaw can eat it up and make them never exist. So yeah, the whole, you know, I want to make the world perfect for humans. It's like, who's to say that was even true? Because let's say she did get her hands on a chainsaw. See, now this is where my argument kind of goes flat, because she wants equal relationships, but the only way she would be able to control the chainsaw is if she saw it lesser than her, aka being it in battle. But regardless, I'm just gonna, you know, what if she get the chainsaw and she decides to just rule? That don't really make sense, huh? I don't know. But regardless, you know, the better world for humanity, like, that's just a byproduct of what she really wanted. I guess technically, you know, it would make the world a better place. You know, under this in this perfect world, you know, infinite Sugiyome type of deal, except for, you know, they're not an illusion. It would actually be real life and just, you know, void of war, death, and famine, which, anyway, I mean, that shit would be like We Happy Few. Everyone just, ha ha ha. What did they call that shit? Was the drug called Happy? I don't know. But basically just, you know, yeah, I mean, regardless, it would be fake. You know, it would be fabricated, because y'all know. I don't gotta explain it. Y'all know. Now, I've seen question as, is Makima evil? And my answer is yes, she is, without a doubt. Now, you know, oh yeah, she wants equal relationships, and what she would do would benefit humanity. But then, you know, Benny said, shit, normal life, you got the good and the bad. Ain't no good without bad. So I forgot what I was mentioning that for. Her plan to make the world a perfect world, you know what I'm saying? She was doing that for her own benefit. For her own benefit. And then it's like, okay, well, this is gonna benefit humanity. You know, she was doing it. She had her own reason for it. She wasn't doing it for others. She was doing it for herself. But not only that, you know, that's just, you know, a minor point to my argument. She is literally or she sees herself as the necessary evil. When she was talking to Papa Yakuza, he was like, oh, listen, Missy, you don't understand. You know, we're the necessary evil. If we weren't here, then gangs from... Wasn't he saying, like, gangs from this country and this country would come in and, you know, and then y'all would really be in trouble, but we hold it down type shit. We the necessary evil. And then she was like, you don't know what necessary evil is. It's me, bitch. And then dude behind her was like, hey. And then she was like, and he was like, but yeah, like she literally said herself, or at least, you know, implied, insinuated that she is the necessary evil. And if you necessary evil, then you evil. But not only that, that's not even the major point in my case. And I'm gonna get to that in a second. But before that, I just want to say she's literally like an alternate universe Griffith. Same mental torture to seize control. She wanted an equal or equals, but at the same time, it's like, did she really, like, once she got that equal, I don't know. But she was always in control. She wanted an equal, but she was always in control. And that control fucked some shit up. That control got to her head. And yeah, in the end, she got finessed. But anyway, she also used her team for her own benefits. Like literally all her, yeah. Anybody, the public safety division, yeah, they was all getting they soul snatched up. Yes, Makima. We love Makima-san. But yeah, to zero in on, you know, the final point of, is she evil, yes or no? Obviously she is. And the reason being, she literally laughed herself to tears at the collapse of Denji's mental fortitude. And she basically cursed him for life. She said, yeah, oh man, this is funny. Like, you know, I'm gonna break that contract you got with Pochita. And I'm assuming she only knows that because she's got control. And since she could control people's minds and thoughts and whatnot, yeah, she can peer, obviously she can peer into their pack because she saw the door and she was standing, you know, in the scene with the door and whatnot. So like, I don't know. But anyway, she basically cursed him. It was like, yeah, you're never gonna have a normal life, buddy. So that shit is hilarious, man. Look, you gonna try to do this, I'm gonna be there to fuck it up. You try to do this, I'm gonna be there to fuck it up. Oh, and you try to have a happy family. Oh, just know I'm killing your wife and your kid. They not getting out alive, buddy. You are though. And you gonna live and suffer. Tears. Why are we debating if she's evil or not? That shit is heinous as fuck. Like, what the hell? Obviously she didn't know it was coming for her though. Aha, Denji one-upped her. But we done with the characters now. You know, I'm done pointing out all the stuff with the characters. But also I assume that, I'm sort of skipping ahead, but sort of how the Control Devil is currently a kid, or at least at the end of part 1, you know, with Nayuta. I'm assuming at one point Makima was also a child and she got snatched up by the Japanese government or captured, whatever. And, you know, they taught her some shit similar to Ree's, you know, controlling her and you know, ironic. But holy shit, my mind just completely froze. I literally couldn't even think, like, at all. But yeah, and, you know, just teaching her, like, you know, basically, I mean, like I said, I mean, it's ironic, but like basically trying to control her and, you know, using that power to, and then somewhere down the line, she got sick of, because they probably instilled in her, like, you're above everyone, and she probably just wanted to be a normal kid. I don't know. I'm just, you know, they ain't no type of, I'm just painting in the air, no canvas. All my Sukuna shit. And then eventually, you know, she grew up and she witnessed, I mean, she talked about World War II and shit. Like, I mean, she been around. Shit, she been around. But regardless, maybe, you know, she had the same type of life as Ree's, and it's like, damn, wasn't no fun, no friends. Like, bro, somebody hug me. But we're moving on to story arcs. Hopefully I finished my thought there. It's 1:30, so brain's starting to shut down. You know, terrible time to do this, but I took so much time trying to type all this shit up and make sure, like, I really mention everything that I really wanted to mention. But let's move on to the story arcs, man. You know, I'm not going to, once again, list out every single one and every single detail of every single one. I just wanted to mention my favorite one, my favorite aspects of the story, and if you watch the videos, you already know, Bomb Girl arc, phenomenal. Oh, what the? So boom, you got the Bomb Girl arc, phenomenal. Like I said, I mean, I just love, oh, man, that whole shit was perfect, bro. Like literally all of it. How it started, how it went, the pacing of it all, how it ended. Yeah. But anyway, so you got these two goofy ass, stupid ass misfits. Perfect for each other. Couple of dumbasses. I mean, well, Reese wasn't dumb, but what? She was definitely weird though. But then again, I guess she was kind of just playing that up for Denji because his ass is stupid. But regardless, they are definitely misfits because, you know, neither of them go to school. I mean, she's literally like a government soldier spy thingy, devilman. So, but yeah, they get to know each other, spend time together, they start forming this bond. Now, obviously, you know, Denji's picking up on signs and whatnot, which also is another thing that I didn't even mention, you know, that goes to add to his, you know, EQ. When he was picking up on the signs, like, oh, shit, why she touching me? Is she giggling and shit? Like she touching, like what the fuck you touching me for? Oh shit, she fuck with me. Although he was, you know, he ended up giving into temptation, he was no longer just acting on impulse. He was really thinking about like, oh, Makima. Like I said, back to him carrying the lollipop with him, boom. Now Makima's always in his mind. He always carrying Makima around, carrying her in his thoughts. And so he's like, shit, I fuck with this girl and she fuck with me type shit. But like Makima though, like I can't, boom, closes off, shit. Alright, I guess I'm hopping in. But hey man, he tried and he's like, oh man, now when I close my eyes, I see two girls. Reese was on a mission, but the bond, you know what I'm saying, that shit was real. That shit was real because she ain't had that before. So at the end, the bond that she created in such a short amount of time, that experience that she never experienced, someone her age in a sort of similar predicament, she was like, shit, like what if we run away? Like the Soviet, the Russian government, whatever Soviet, whichever one it was, I think it was saying Soviet in the story. So, but whatever, the government, you know, they're gonna be on my ass, but I can protect you. She didn't say all that, but she was like, run away with me. I'll protect you. I promise I'll take care of you. And he was like, I mean, shit, I'm kind of locked in my job. Like, I'm in a really good position. She was like, all right, cool. Betch. You know, whatever the fuck that song was when she was choking Buddy out. You know, she put the Illumi needle back in her brain and she is like, all right, fuck the fairy tale. You know, that shit is over. Boom, I'm back on my, give me your ring. She took a chance and it failed, so she was like, all right, whatever. Now for Denji, the first feel at normal life, the first natural bond that he created with someone, because, well, I mean, I guess technically it wasn't natural because she was going after him, but still, it felt natural. It was more natural than, yeah, you're gonna be living with this dude, and you know he gonna be watching over you. Oh yeah, we're throwing this fiend in with y'all too. And it's like, damn, I don't fuck with them. Oh my gosh. But you know, they hit. But you know, him and Reese hit it off. But regardless, that feeling of the natural bond, so easily stripped away. What was it, like a week they spent together? He was going into that shop like, hey Reese. And she was like, hey Denji. And I got at school with me. He was like, shit, after dark, shit, like hooky. Boom. Thought it was a normal kiss during the fireworks at the festival. Hell no. Fireworks going off, boop, 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 boop. No one will even know. She blowing shit up. So the betrayal starts to set in, or actually, it kind of don't, but he got betrayed. And then all the action ensues. But the only reason, and that action was so fire, but the only reason why I love it so much is because that beginning part, all that build up in, you know, their bond that they grew together. If it wasn't for that, if it was just random, oh, we out in town and then all of a sudden, boom, some bomb girl pull up. I mean, it probably still would have been cool because like she was her. Like I said, she was fucking shit up, but at the same time, like it would have been void of like impact and emotion. It's just like, oh, oh wow, a random explosion enemy just pulled up. What the fuck? We gonna fight a bomb now? Really? What are we doing? But since there were emotional ties to it, you know, that shit really hit. And then you get to the end, they sink to the bottom, Beam saved them, they on the beach. And Buddy let her go, and he can't, even though she betrayed him, he was like, shit, I still fuck with you though. Like, you fuck with me? So regardless of the betrayal, he still had a place in his heart for Reese. Now look, peep this. Now peep this. The same way Himeno was a precursor of Aki's future actions, that's the same shit for Reese. Reese was a precursor for Denji's undying, remaining love for Makima. Betrayal, but shit, I still fuck with you. Sound familiar? And then Reese's departure, she was like, yeah, I'm out of here. But her true feelings, it's like, she was just trying to tell herself all that shit she was saying. This was all an act. And maybe it was at the beginning, but not the whole time. She was fucking with the kid. Denji, she was fucking with, you know what I'm saying? She was on that front and shit. And he was like, and he still didn't give up. He's like, I'm gonna be at the cafe at noon. She on her train back or whatever, and then all of a sudden she running through the alleyway. He said noon, right? I'm gonna go see him. Boom. No, you not, bitch. Here come Makima. I would pick the city, the country mouse. What? I'm not gonna lie, that shit. That was a fire moment. Cause it's like, damn, babe, what the fuck you mean? I didn't ask you that question. How you know that? And why you coming at you Itachi but with rats? But what's going on? Clanked her up right across the street from the cafe. Denji ain't even know it. Denji ain't even know she was really on the way to see him. And then that just fast forward to when Makima was like, yeah, you get a wife and had kids, yeah. They dying, all of them. I'ma kill them. She ain't even let him get the chance. Like, oh hell no, you had enough happiness for one day, buddy. You better sit and wallow in that sorrow. Or you know, she wanted him to feel some sorrow, even though he was like, damn, she betrayed me, but you know, that was kind of fire. You know, they made memories. And it's like, shit, like, and it all happened so fast too, that it's like, how do you truly process? And it felt so real too. Like, it felt authentic, because it was authentic. At least the part when they were at school, the running into him and the talking to him at the cafe, But then once she was like, yo, you want to go to school with me? She ain't never been to school. So once they were there, boom, new experience for her too. The facade was over. You know, it was on hold. Oh my gosh, I still can't get over her choking dude out with the freaking foreign text, bro. But yeah, and then that brings us to the end of part 1. The end of the control arc. Now for the characters, I know I didn't mention Power. You know, we didn't talk about Power, but she's got a little cameo right here. At the end when she was like, mine! With Denji, what that mean? She was telling Makima, this is my buddy. You can't have him. This is mine. I got him, not you. You not taking him from me. Himeno couldn't do that. Himeno couldn't do that shit. She lost the battle. She couldn't pull Aki from her grasp. Aki, please. Don't you die, Aki. She ended up dying. But, you know, one was physical, the other was mental. I mean, but she literally had him under her spell. So it's like, I mean, that's not even fair. And actually that makes me think, you know, and this is off script, off notes, no note type shit. I'm just now thinking this. It makes me wonder, like, what if he wasn't under her control? I really wish we could see, like, at what point it happened to him. Because obviously, yeah, he was Gun Devil. Gotta kill it. But if he wasn't under Makima's control, then Himeno might have won. She might have got what she wanted, and they would both like, damn. So shit, doing parts and shit like JoJo. Speaking of JoJo, how about you hit a rewind real quick, reset that universe real quick? Let me see things a little bit differently. Do a little spinoff. Let me see what happened to, he was never under her control. That's crazy. Wow, I never thought of that. But yeah, last but not least of the control arc, part 1 or whatever. I really do like how it ended a lot, specifically with the introduction with Nayuta. I mean, damn, that was perfectly executed, because that's some freaky shit. Not a doggy. Hell no. But not only, but it makes it, the impact is so much more because she said what she said. She said, yeah, I'm gonna make sure you don't, that contract, that shit, one way or another is gonna be null and void. I'm not gonna let you fulfill that shit. You're not having a normal life. Not when I'm around. And Makima's gone, but the control devil is still here. So, and she ain't, doggy. Hell, he was like, oh hell no, I'm not doing this. Kishibe was like, I'm out of there. Boy, you better figure it out. You gonna leave this little kid at the park? You gonna leave the control devil at the park unattended? Okay. I like how, it continues the pattern of the cycle of restarting, because not only, does his relationship with the control devil reset, but then it's also a cycle where, how you're born, your parents take care of you, but then they start getting older and older, and then you start growing up, and then the roles, they start turning and they reverse. So first Denji was the kid, Makima was the caretaker. Boom. Now the roles are reversing. It's not Makima anymore, but it is, because it's the control devil. I know it's not Makima, but I'm just saying, So first Denji was the kid, and the control devil was the parent figure, the guide, the caretaker. And now he's gonna have to be the guide and the caretaker and the one to raise the control devil. She gonna need advice now. She gonna need to learn lessons and be taught certain things. It's fire, man. Like I said, yeah, I really like the way it ended. I'm really curious what this little relationship with them is gonna be like. I mean, she already seemed like a little mini him throwing up a peace sign and shit, making the same exact facial expression and all that. So yeah, that's all the stuff that stuck out to me about the story, man. There were a few more things that I had jotted down in my phone, but this was all positive. I kind of just mentioned all the stuff that I really liked about the story, the stuff that gripped me, pause, the stuff that moved me, pause, just in case. Let me see. Okay, but I will say this part, I definitely would have enjoyed it more either without all the hype, or if this was just like all the same elements, all the same themes and storyline and whatnot, but just without the chainsaw man, without all the, the hybrid, the devils and the hybrids, like if this was just like a regular novel or just some type of different universe, like I said, with all the same things and whatnot, I would have enjoyed it more, because there wouldn't have been, this slight facade of, okay, the action. Because one of the things about this series was, with the fights, it was kind of just like, I mean, bro, them shits ended like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, and even take it back to episode 12, at the end, I was like, wait, that's it? Like, it just felt like I got skimped. It's like, that was the finale. That was the season finale right there. Bah. For instance, I take it back with the Doll Devil. I'm starting to say, a bunch. I wonder if I was saying it. I didn't notice me saying it. Shit. Damn, was I that tired that I just didn't catch it, or what? Or was I doing a good job? Damn, yeah, I'm tired. Shit. I just wanted to get this out the way though too, just because tomorrow's football. So probably would not be recording this tomorrow. And then I was already in. Yeah, I've been wanting to discuss it, because that's the main reason I make these videos, is for discussion, what I'm saying. And I know that my reactions, obviously, bro, that's just the attitude that I have. I'm always gonna be energetic and hostile when it comes to the antagonist. When it comes to something I don't like, I'm gonna be hostile. It's gonna look like I really do hate the shit, but like In the moment, I might. But after the fact, like, I mean, stories, I don't, you look, you either like them, you don't like them. They hit or they don't hit. If you like that, cool. If you fuck with Chainsaw Man Heavy, cool. That is great. I'm happy for you. And just like any other story, any other series, the only time I really bag on something is in retaliation. I will never really just go out my way and be like, oh yeah, this is ass. You know, even if somebody asks me, like, I mean, depending on the person. Now, me personally, Chainsaw Man isn't one of my recommendations. I'm not going to be like, if someone asks me, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, check out Chainsaw Man. But depending on the person, I might recommend it to them based off of if I think they'll like it or not. You know, I'm not just like, oh yeah, bro, this is fire. Like, it always depends on the person. And you also got to let people know, like, certain things. Like, for instance, like, imagine my friends like, yo, I heard Chainsaw Man is fire as fuck, bro. Like, obviously, y'all know, like, fire as fuck. Me, I'm not saying that shit. So, you know, I would try to bring their expectations down a little bit closer to earth and be like, okay, well, let's, you know, I mean, it depends really. You're probably gonna fuck with it, but you know, if just don't expect it to be like the greatest shit ever. It also depends on what, you know, someone's looking for. But I'm all about story. That's why to my friends, I am a self-proclaimed Dragon Ball Z hater. Somebody in one of the comments said, all I want is glorified fights. That shit is not true. Not at all. Like I said, oh my gosh, the Bond Girl arc, that shit would not have been as fire if it weren't for the bond that she created, you know, her and Denji had developed. And then just how quickly all that shit was like, damn, bro. I really fought with that. As y'all can tell. But I mean, in everything that I mentioned in this video, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially the precursor shit, that is so, like, it's literally the same exact shit, bro. Himeno kept chasing after Aki and she died for it. Aki kept chasing after the Gun Devil and he died for it. Himeno kept trying to pull somebody out of danger, and what happened? She lost her life. She sacrificed herself. Aki tried to pull Denji and Power out of danger, and what happened? He sacrificed himself. Reese betrayed Denji. What happened? He couldn't forget the good times that they had. Makima betrayed Denji. I mean, some crazy. And laughed in his face and killed his friends. That, like, I mean, and still it was the same shit. It was like, well, but like the good times though. And that was obviously one aspect of the story that I'm not just automatically isn't gonna just jump out at me without having time for the story to digest in my brain, and, you know, thoughts to allow time to shit without allowing time for thoughts to form. Damn. All right, it's 2 a.m. So let's go ahead and end the video. Oh, but what I was gonna say was, you know, I'm still, even organized, I'm still all over the place, but I do this for the discussion, man. Even, you know, when reacting to anime and whatnot, my favorite parts are when I'm talking about it, you know, rather than having to chop the shit up in, ooh, you know, oh shit, that shit was hard, da da da. It's like, I like talking about it and seeing what other people have to say and seeing if they, you know, came to the same found the same connections, came to the same conclusions, see what they think is gonna happen, you know, theories, all that type of stuff, and you know, and even themes and things that they interpreted and things that, you know, that they took away from the story. Even though there were many disgruntled people in the comments, you know, shout out to all the people that were cool, and even in the midst of my, you know, rather, I guess, hostile, you know, attitude towards the series, and, you know, certain things that happened, especially towards the end, you didn't take it personally and you know, attack me, and especially the people that were able to enjoy, even if you felt with Chainsaw Man heavy. But yeah, and there were some people that, you know, were kind of just neutral. I'm saying, you know, a lot again, but they were kind of just neutral, and, you know, oh shit, and, you know, share some thoughts. And reading those comments in turn made me develop my, you know, some new thoughts. And it's like, that made me think of, like, for instance, one of the comments made me think of how Reeves was a precursor to literally how DENJI felt about Makima at the very end. He basically spoiled the story without spoiling it. Like, that shit is fire. And the way I was like, isn't this all just gonna repeat? Like, you know, now I don't know how this is gonna move forward, because in one of the comments I was like, you know, I realized, like, okay, now I understand, you know, oh, she's control / conquest, a part of the Four Horsemen. So it's like, okay, is Chainsaw Man, is Chainsaw Man going to meet all of the horsemen, and then is his purpose going to be to rectify them through love, or, you know, disable them through love, or take control of them through love and turn them into, you know what I'm saying? But then it's like, no, because, you know, I'm not writing the story, and I'm glad, because I don't know how you going to do all this again and make it different and not predictable. But, you know, it's funny how I mentioned, like, isn't this just going to get repetitive if this is the line that it's going down? But then he already threw repetitive shit in here. But with everything that's going on, it doesn't jump out at you at first glance. So, yeah, once again, that was kind of just, you know, everything I liked about the series. Obviously, I liked other things too, like shout out Beam. I fucked with Violence Fiend for the two panels that he was on in the shit, and cool. I mean, I even fucked with Araya, which actually I've also seen people kind of mention or act as if it's fact or whatever that, you know, the Violence Fiend is Araya, or, you know, his corpse. I thought about it, I'm like, well, yeah, I guess, you know, yeah, he got shot, and we didn't see those fiends until, you know, afterwards, you know, once they were in the hotel to attack the Yakuza or whatever. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. But, like, how did people come to that conclusion, though? That's what I'm curious of. But yeah, man, even if I might be yelling and calling shit ass, like I said, that's literally just my emotional reaction. And you know, 9 times out of 10, you know, if you, like, just explain something, that fixes the problem. I'm not gonna be like, no, that's ass. I'll be like, oh shit, cool. Because a lot of the comments that were civil and, you know, shared some thoughts and opinions and whatnot, it was either shit that I was like, oh wow, I didn't know that. That's actually really cool to know. Or it made me think of some new thoughts myself. So I'm here for the discussion, man. I'm here for the good storytelling. And yeah. Y'all let me know when part two end, and, you know, I'll get back on it. And also, if you made it this far and you are reading part 2, like, are you fucking with it? Like, is it cool? Is it better than Power Line? Now, we can finally put the Chainsaw Man HATER title to rest. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.